Hey everybody, this is the Ceci Says channel. I'm Ceci. I watch the news so you don't have to. And today we're going to watch the new Jubilee surrounded debate that came out last weekend. It's 20 MAGA surrounds one progressive, Sam Cedar, who I think Sam is great, super smart. He has the stats down. And I've done the surrounded Jubilee debate before myself. I was on the pro-life, pro-choice debate. I am pro-choice. And I have another one coming up in a few weeks on feminism. So tune in next month and you'll see me back on Jubilee again. But today we're going to watch the surrounded 20 MAGA versus one progressive. And it's embarrassing for MAGA. Like, they should be embarrassed. So let's just get into it right away because it's a lot. Like, I've already watched clips of it and it's embarrassing. Like, I'm embarrassed for these fools.
My next claim is, unless you're a billionaire, a religious fundamentalist, or a xenophobic nationalist, voting for Trump was a mistake.
All my race says stand up.
Hey, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay, so I would like to touch on the religious fundamentalist aspect.
Yeah.
Are you an atheist?
I'm a Reformed Jew. I don't have a strong belief in the existence of God, but I don't think that religion in and of itself is bad.
Okay, so what's wrong with religious fundamentalists? So like when you said trans rights and women's rights or something?
Here's the thing. I'm going to say really quick, and then I'm going to let this play through, and I'm going to keep my fucking mouth closed. I promise. But here's my thing with these religious fundamentalists. I don't care. I don't care. If you want to be religious, be religious. I don't care. But I don't want to be. And there is my problem. They try to push it onto you. I don't like that. Stay in your fucking lane. Stay in your lane. And I guarantee you're about to hear him say some homophobic shit, some very hateful shit, all in the name of God. And after he says that, then I'm going to start ranting again, okay? Because I guarantee it. Let's wait for the hate.
Like that?
Well, the problem I have with religious fundamentalists, and really more, I guess it's really theocrats, is that they want to impose their morality that comes from their religion on the rest of us, and I don't.
But morality, from your view, is going to be a preference, right? It's not morality; it's a preference.
What's
So morality,
Morals
without
are
a foundation, is gonna
preferences
reduce you
at
to a
the end of the day.
preference.
Well, I have a foundation for my morality.
Which is what?
It's a humanist vision of what basically creates as little suffering as possible for as many.
Okay, really quick. I'm so sorry. Really quick. But they always act like if they didn't have the Bible or religion, they'd all be out killing people. Like, as if the 10 commandments weren't there, how would you know that these things are wrong? Like, some of us don't need a book to tell us that murder is wrong. Like, some of us don't need a book to tell me that I probably shouldn't cheat on my husband. Like, some of us just inherently are good people, raised by good people, and didn't need fairy tales to tell us that these things were bad, you know?
People.
Okay, so you're like a consequentialist.
I think that's there.
I don't really bother myself with being a consequentialist or a utilitarian.
It's always going to reduce you to a preference. So if you say that killing is wrong and I say it's right, you would really have no contention with that.
Well, no, I don't
We have laws
base
against
my understanding of civil society on religion. And so we have a civil society.
Okay.
We have laws that we have decided as a society in a
Yes.
democratic way. And for
Perfect.
some people, it's okay for it to be informed by their religion. That's okay.
Okay, perfect. So if tomorrow society comes together and we say, hey, trans folks don't deserve rights, you would be okay with that?
No, I would be against it. But
Not all of
it
society would say that
it would
then,
be
because
morally right
I
under
wouldn't
your
say
view.
that.
Not morally right. No. I'm not talking about morals
Okay,
here.
so here's where
What if all society came together and agreed? But you don't get it. I'm part of society, and I don't agree. So that would never happen.
I'm getting to, right? Religious foundations provide an ethical framework for one to live their life off
I
of.
believe you can have an ethical framework without religion.
And if we take the leftist view to its logical tail end, to its extreme view, you have low reproductive birth rates. You have a reproductive dead end, so two men together can't reproduce unless they have to take from a healthy straight couple. Religion provides this foundation where
Unless they have to take from a healthy straight. What do you mean take from them? They don't add to the number of kids in the system. gays alleviate the number of kids that are in the system. They help with the problem that the straights create.
Where you do prioritize the nuclear family.
So do you have a problem with gay people being married?
It's not that I have a problem. I just don't see a justification for why they ought to be gay outside of it just feels good. Can you give me another justification for it?
Well, I think maybe that's the way they were born.
Okay, what about pedophiles? Are they born that way?
They may be, yeah.
Okay, so should we let a pedophile off the hook since they were born that way?
No, I think we as a society is
Should implement duties to prevent them from acting on that innate urge, correct?
Well, I think between consenting adults.
That innate urge means that you're hurting a child. We're talking about rape, we're talking about kids, we're talking about non-consensual. He's comparing consensual gay sex to pedophilia. This is either not a real Christian or maybe the truest Christian. Either way is fucked. I'm done.
It's a different thing than.
Okay, so you're okay
putting
with
on
a
children.
45-year-old dad with a 19-year-old daughter as well? Incest.
No.
If they consent, you're okay with that?
No, I think society has also determined that it's like it's not beneficial.
Right, there's duties and obligations that we have. So religion provides those duties. Life isn't about
Well, but
freedom
also
and
I can-
exercising what you want.
I mean, well, you want to impose.
Life is not about freedom and exercising what you want. Life is not about freedom. Listen to that.
Duties. Life isn't about
Well, but
freedom
also
and
I can-
exercising what you want.
I mean, well, you want to impose your religious doctrine
No,
on me,
because
and I
you just
don't want
admitted
that.
you just admitted we need duties. We have responsibility as a society to keep us functioning, to keep us thriving. Your leftist view
And
the
we have
liberal view,
laws.
doesn't provide anything besides it just makes me feel good. Religion does. So what's your argument?
What's my argument as to why I don't want
You have no
your
contention.
religion to? Well, because the other. First of all, I don't think that you have the right to corner what God is telling us is right or wrong, and there are differences between religions. And so my argument is, you know, like you're not going to keep halal or kosher, right? I mean. I don't believe that someone has a corner on religious truth. And the reason why we have a democracy is because we didn't want a king. And the kings came from the idea that their God
Theocracy.
said that they're the ones who's supposed to be king. And so we can disagree on this. I don't want to live in a country that is ruled by religious fundamentalism.
And if I do, you have no issue with that.
And no. And
Right.
this is why
I don't
said-
have an issue with you wanting that. You can want whatever you want. You're just not going to get it.
Hey, under Trump, yes, you have won.
Yes.
You have a
Only
bunch
male
of
and
Christian.
female. You're
you
right.
have a
You
Christian
won.
nationalist.
Look at
Which
this
is necessary.
Christian.
So
Look
I,
at him.
I concede the point that
Look
under
at
Trump,
this true
your
Christian. I'm going to say
nationalism
that.
has gained.
He's a
an
true
advantage
Christian.
under
Yes.
this.
Sorry, we're going to
And
have
so
more
I'm-
kids. We're going to have less abortions. We're going to have more family. We're going to have stable family households. Sorry about better
Trans
education.
people, gay people should be
They
outlawed.
should be straight. They should be straight.
Women should be.
Okay. I'm sorry. What the fuck did I just hear? Okay. People always think that if you take away abortion, you're going to be creating happy family units. No, you're not. Because if a person gets pregnant with her boyfriend or husband, whatever, and they want to have the baby, they're going to have the baby. All you're doing is ensuring that people who didn't want to be parents are now parents. You're not ensuring anything else. And gays should just be straight. I think you should just shut up, but we don't always get what we want, do we? Sorry about it. They should just be straight. There's no justification except it feels good. How do you know? I know how he knows. Mm-hmm.
secondary to their husbands.
Women should submit
right?
to the husbands.
Women
that doesn't
should
mean
submit to the
that doesn't mean they are
husbands.
slaves.
Right,
It doesn't
no,
mean they are
I
slaves. It means they are
understand. I
protected.
understand. You
Okay,
got
let
a
me ask you that. Let me
hierarchy.
ask you.
No.
Should
I
women
want
be
you-
drafted?
listen,
Should women be
listen,
drafted?
Listen, I think
Nobody
that-
should be
Should they be
drafted.
I think this is the vision that you have, and I think Trump supports it.
Yeah.
I think the Christian nationalists he has throughout his government are all going to work towards your vision.
Yes.
And my hope is that when people look at this, they say, hey, wait a second. I don't want my life to be dictated by the notion of a Christian nationalist prescription. Now, you may win out. I mean, certainly, like if you look at a country like Iran, they have a theocracy there, and that apparently that's, good for them if they want it.
My final point is
but I don't want to live in a
my final point is
theocracy.
whenever we see people live out Christian values to its full extent, we see a great society. When we see
No, we see people when they live it out to their fullest say that gays should be straight, that women should submit to men, that abortion is wrong. No, 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 no. When people practice their true Christianity, they're usually the most hateful fucking people I've ever met. Case in point. Get a good look at that face. Ugly, inside and out.
see people deviate from that, that's where all the problems arise.
All right,
I
pause.
think you are at home with
Ugly.
Trump.
Thank you very much.
You've been voted out.
talking.
Please return to your seat.
Ugly. And you know what? Before anybody else bothers to say it, she's not. She's not. And definitely not on the inside either, okay? I'm here for all of you. That's just it. I think everyone should have the right to do what they want as long as it doesn't negatively impact the society as a whole or someone directly. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. And it's funny too, that kid, his Instagram, he has a picture. He took a picture with 3 other people that were on the panel or in the circle. 2 of them were black, one's a white girl, and him. And the white girl is a white supremacist. So I just thought it's so funny to see 2 black people with this like Hispanic Christian fundamentalist and a white supremacist all just be like, yeah, this is great. And it's like, she hates all of you. He hates at least 2 of you. Like, none of this I will never understand MAGA. I'll never get it. I'll never get it. But I really don't care to either. There's no way I'll ever get it. They always talk about their feelings and not facts, and I don't care about your feelings. I just don't, you know? I'm not here to hurt them, but I'm not here to. Here's the thing. This country is made up of so many types of people. It can't be made up for just one type of person. That's it. That's all. And that's okay. Because I like Chinese food, and I like Italian food, and I like Mexican food, and I love going to a club, the salsa club, like I love, there are a lot of shit I like that is not American, but at the same time, it kind of is. Anyway, I am Ceci, and I said what I said. Have a great day.